Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
93, 52, 93.
Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Move. 4 down. Check. Mike 8. Yeah, 5 6. Screen. We're good. We're
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. He's got his man. Boyd. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go 368. Hey. Switch.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 28. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And now running right through him. And he works free. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tyrod Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. To throw, Mayfield. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Let's go. Tight end left.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is cut inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullock good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Mayfield down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down, Browns.
Run it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Taylor running the option left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Over here.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Washington now out of the gun. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
33. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check mark 33. Check.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 81 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Tight down. There you go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton here from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Play to win. Hands up. Lead. Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Move.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Here's Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle. A.J. Green, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will cut the lead down to 15. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play, Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Stop.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cody Core, his first touchdown on the year. as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They run it again with Chubb. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Dalton, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This is Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard, and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Hey, watch it. Mike 50.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton going for the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From midfield here, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give running right is Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
A 50-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Dalton. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Anderson, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Now Mayfield running left on the option. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they take a knee. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 53 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
44. We go.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cody Core with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Bullock good on the extra point. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened things up there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. 47-yard line.
Hey, check.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.